Hey everybody, welcome to the blog and grill. I'm your host Doug here for your video blog for March 11th, 2013. We are just a week away, less than a week away from the NCAA tournament field being set. About 8 days away from that tournament starting up. That'll be next Tuesday, but we still have a lot to get to. First, I want to do a brief wrap up on weekend sports action. Of course, we have the NASCAR race yesterday. Matt Kenseth winning that race. As I predicted, he ran well. He had 2 tires late, and you really saw his driving ability step up as he found different lines, found some speed, and held off Kasey Kahne to win the race. A little bit of a struggle by Jeff Gordon, my guy. He's now 13th in points, and the points leader is still, let me just double check who the points leader is. It was just a well-run race. Kyle Busch ran well. Kasey Kahne did lead the most laps, but he could not come out on top after Matt Kenseth made a nice pit stop. It was also Matt Kenseth's 41st birthday yesterday, so happy birthday to Matt Kenseth. Let's just take a look at the point standings real quick here. As they head to Bristol next week, Jimmy Johnson, the point leader over Brad Keselowski by 5. Then we got Junior, Hamlin, Edwards, Martin, Kenseth, Biffle, Boyer, and Eric Almirola as your top 10 in the points. Of course, the top 10 get in, and then a wild card will also get in. 2 wild cards will also get in, depending on their win totals. Also going on yesterday, Tiger Woods won his 76th tournament. He won the Cadillac Championship. He finished off with a -18. He played well, picked up $1.5 million in winnings. Played great. Really putted better than we've seen him putt in quite a while. Just a good sign for him as we get ready for the Masters in just over a month. He's looking good, and he'll get a couple more warm-up tournaments in there before he gets to the Masters. Just a good weekend of golf, really, with a lot of good stuff going on at Doral. College hoops action this weekend. We saw Syracuse get throttled by Georgetown. They shot the ball terrible. Brandon Trish, James Sutherland combining for 3 points on the day. Michael Carter-Williams played well, had 17, but I think next time out we'll see James Sutherland come in off the bench. Jeremy Grant or Dajuan Coleman could start over them coming up in the Big East tournament. We'll have more on the Big East tournament on Wednesday. It gets started up tomorrow with a couple of play-in games and then some early round action. We'll have a wrap-up on Wednesday of the Syracuse game against the winner of, I believe, Seton Hall and Rutgers. Seton Hall and South Florida, possibly. So that is going to be some good stuff coming up for sure. We saw Indiana come back late against Michigan to take a share, at least a share, of the Big 12 title. And really, we just saw Indiana play hard down the stretch. They got a couple defensive stops. Michigan's youth really showed as they struggled to hit some big free throws down the stretch. They missed a lot of big free throws. Tim Hardaway Jr., I remember Glenn Robinson III, both missed a couple. Yeah, Syracuse played the winner of Seton Hall in South Florida. That'll be Wednesday at 2, so we'll be doing the blog after that. We'll do a wrap of that game and get you ready for the next matchup. If they win, they'll take on Pittsburgh on Thursday, so that should be a pretty good game. So we got some good teams going down. Time now, since we're still on the topic of college basketball, we're going to go into some headlines, and we'll take a look right now at the newest top 25 rankings. Gonzaga is still number 1. Duke jumping up to number 2 in both the AP and the coaches poll. Then you got Indiana falling to 3. Louisville will take 4, and Georgetown rounds out your top 5. So 2 Big East teams right up in the mix. Pretty much all is the same. VCU is into the top 25. Creighton as well. And Syracuse drops all the way to 19 in the AP and 20 in the coaches poll after splitting this week 1-1 and really not playing well against Georgetown. But right now the rankings don't really matter. Everybody pretty much knows who's going to be where. If you're if you're a 1 through a 16, I think you have a legitimate shot to win the whole big dance. So it's really not that big of a deal at this point. You just have to really focus in, play hard your championship week, and try to improve your seed a little bit if you can. And if you're number 1, you just got to stay right up there. Time for some more headlines. Percy Harvin has been dealt to Seattle pending a physical. He'll get sent over for a couple of draft picks. Percy Harvin, of course, was going to be traded to Seattle before, but he stayed through the year. And another big trade also today for another wide receiver. The Ravens are shipping Anquan Boldin to San Francisco. He'll be going over. He'll be switching Harbaugh brothers and getting ready to play against the team that he faced in the Super Bowl. I think it's going to be a good move for them if they can get Boldin interested, because Boldin is a great possession receiver, and that could be a huge plus for Colin Kaepernick going forward. He could really use another veteran wide receiver, kind of a younger core. They had Randy Moss last year. Randy Moss likely won't be back this year. But Randy Moss didn't do much for him. He was still considered to be a deep threat, but Anquan Boldin's a possession receiver and a huge target in the red zone, even more so than I think Randy Moss was for them last year. Other news going on right now, Kyrie Irving of the Cavaliers will be out 3 to 4 weeks with a shoulder sprain, and Carmelo Anthony is set to be back in the lineup tonight as the Knicks start a 5-game road trip on the West Coast as they get ready to take on the Golden State Warriors. Yankees are sending out calls to find a first baseman, and the Yankees have called Derek Lee, and they also have contacted retired Atlanta Brave Chipper Jones. So hopefully they can get one of those guys to come play some first base for a little bit. I don't think long-term this is a solution to the age of this team because they're just bringing in more older players. But I think for now maybe they can get by for a month with these guys and see if maybe going forward, maybe later on they could deal these guys for a younger guy or just let them retire as a Yankee or whatever they want to do. Time for Take Your Pick. We got 2 NBA games I'm going to pick tonight. We got the Knicks at the Warriors. Steph Curry, of course, last time lit up the Knicks for 54 points. Steph Curry hasn't played great since then, struggled in Boston a couple days after, and he's taken too many shots recently. I think the Knicks, with Carmelo coming back, will play well. Amari's going to be out for a while, but I think the continuity will be there. Knicks, I'll take them in a game by about 8 points. Thunder at Spurs tonight. Spurs are too good at home. I think the Spurs will win this game, beat Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, ending the Thunder 5-game winning streak. So this week I got some good stuff coming up for you. I hope you're going to stick around this week. I'm going to have a look at the NCAA tournament, look into some more basketball stuff. Definitely next week we'll be getting into the tournament full throttle. But right now on YouTube I have 776 views, and I want to get that up to 1,000 by the end of the week. So let's get those 24 views and make my YouTube page legit here. Let's get that 1,000th view this week. It would be great. For sure. I think I'm at 976. Let me check that real quick. And then I'll let you guys go. I've had a good time this week. This has been a fun vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave me a question, leave me a comment, and I will definitely answer it right here live on the vlog. We'll get a topic going. If you want me to talk about something, put in a special segment each week, and it'll be just be a lot of fun. So stick around. Definitely give me some views, give me some likes. The Stokes saying so long for tonight. Hope you enjoyed the vlog. See ya. Leave me a question or a comment or subscribe. Thanks.